Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, on this beautiful Friday, November 28th, I went to a special place with my girlfriend called Activate. If you don't know what Activate is or what Activate games are, and you've just been living under a fucking rock, I guess, it's basically like an arcade, but instead of like arcade machines, you go into these little rooms and there's like light games that you play. Like, for example, if you are on TikTok at all, you've probably seen it where there's like tiles on the floor that light up and you gotta like press all like the blue tiles and shit and not touch the red ones. It's shit like that. So it's all that shit. It's pretty fun. I went there for the first time today and I don't fucking know. I kind of just feel like talking about it. So, as I mentioned earlier, I think I mentioned it was my first time being there today. First impressions when I walked in, well, I was feeling pretty awkward because my girlfriend was about like 15 minutes late to being there at our scheduled time. So I kind of just had to fucking stand there awkwardly waiting for her to get there. But once she got there, we then got all of our wristbands and shit, and we checked in and we started playing the games. The first game we played was the fucking grid tiles one. I think it was called like Mega Grid or something. Basically, how the games went is the first game we played, we basically had to press all the blue tiles without touching the red. It was pretty fun, made me sweat a lot because there's like barely any fucking air conditioning in those rooms, but it's pretty fun. Had a good time. The next game we played was like, I think it was like the laser maze one. Basically, all that the laser maze was uh, on the wall there was like lasers shooting out of like little buttons or whatever, and you had to make it through the maze without touching the lasers. It was pretty fun, but also really difficult because I'm a pretty bulky dude, and I kind of just struggle to get through the little narrow spaces. But yeah, there was multiple variations of the game. The one variation that I really liked was the relay race one, where basically you had to like race each other to see who could get to the end faster. It was pretty solid. Wasn't anything too insane, but it was also just it was just a good time. Another one that we played was like this fucking like button mashing one. We went into a room that had a bunch of buttons on the walls and you just had to like press them and like do like matching games and shit. It was pretty fun, we did some competitions between me and my girlfriend and she fucking like kicked my ass every time, but that's just the way life goes. Overall, experience was pretty fun. I just wish there was a bit more air conditioning. I'd probably give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Had a good time. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Bye.